somebody is asking you about a wig, you never know if they about to tell somebody else. You never know if they coming back next week. You don't know. So if you just, they're not going to want to use you. You know, people are watching you. So you have to make sure that you are using good customer service. Okay?
This far, baby, I will come to where you are.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Dharma Ray here. Today I'm going to be coming to you guys with how to start making wigs on the sewing machine and how to start a sewing machine wig business. You need two different sets of things in order to accomplish both goals. So what I'm going to start with today is pretty much what you're going to need to start making wigs, okay? So I'm going to insert a list of supplies, pictures of the supplies that I'm talking about. I do not have everything in my hand right now, but I will be just pretty much telling you guys what you need to start. So the first thing you're going to need is a sewing machine. I do have videos on my channel about what sewing machine I use, what sewing machines I have used, and try it out. You guys can go ahead and check that out. I'll try to put a link in the description so that you can see that. The second thing you're going to need is 3 different size wig caps. There is a small wig cap, which is a really tiny one that you can get off of Amazon. The second one, the medium wig cap, which is pretty much the normal size wig cap that you can get from the beauty supply store. It does not have extra large on it. It's just a normal size. The third size is a large wig cap, which will be the same, boxing packaging that you see at the beauty supply store. The only difference is that it does have extra large on it. Now, the reason why it's important to get 3 different wig caps is pretty much because you're going to be making wigs either small, medium, or large. This is the easiest way to measure wigs. The thing that you're going to need is the different size wig heads. You're working on a large, medium, or small. You just kind of want to make sure that you are staying true to that head size, okay? So I would get a 21, a 22, and a 23. And as the further you go in your wig making career, you can start going up half sizes. But one of the things that you're going to want to also have is measuring tape, just to get some of your clients' measurements. You can customize the cap to whatever your client's measurements are. The next thing that you're going to need is a metallic marker or a white eyeliner pencil or like a silver eyeliner pencil. Draw your guidelines on the wig cap width. I do have a video of how to make a wig using a sewing machine that I made a long time ago. I will also insert that. Those are essential, okay? The next thing you're gonna need, clearly a needle and a thread to sew your closure pieces or your frontal pieces down, and scissors. Scissors, scissors, scissors. So that is what you need to construct the wig. As far as customization goes, this is different. You're gonna need a whole slew of products when it comes to customization. My favorite, hot comb. The hot comb is so important when it comes to wig making or curling iron, just to flatten that top off. You are gonna need foam. Foam is another very important element because you put the foam, that's how you are going to melt the wig down, make it look as flat as possible. Of course, you are going to need tweezers to pluck that lace and make it look as natural as possible. Of course, the bleach and the developer to bleach the knots. You are going to need a tripod. You are going to need a hair tripod. That is what makes styling and customizing the wigs easy for you. So the next thing you're going to need are foam wraps. Foam wraps are putting all of this product on this part of the hair to make it lay down. You're going to lay that thing with a foam wrap. And I'm telling you, you're definitely going to need hot tools as far as curl, like I said, hot comb, curling iron, flat iron. You're going to need different serums just to put in the hair so that the hair can maintain its shine. Purple shampoo, okay? Purple shampoo is what you're going to need when you bleaching knots, when you're bleaching hair. You're going to need some form of purple shampoo in order to get the brassiness out of the hair. And then just the combs, and I would say just pins to be able to pin down your wig on the mannequin head. A spray bottle is something that is also really good to have because you can use the spray bottle to kind of spray the lace when you're plucking it. You want to make sure that your knots are wet when you're plucking your knots. I think that's it. And a razor comb just to Make sure that you, if you want to add layers, if you want to cut some lace, get some shears or a razor comb, that is going to be your best bet. Those are what you need pretty much to start the foundation of making your wigs. Now, what are you going to need to start your wig business? This is different. So moving on to the second portion of the video, I'm going to be telling you guys what you need to start a wig business. Now we're getting into the more expensive side of things, because the stuff that I name, other than the sewing machine and maybe the hot tools and the hair itself, those are pretty much very cheap items that you can get on Amazon. My suggestion to you guys is to get a lot of things in bulk on Amazon so that you never run out of them. That's my favorite way to do it. I keep things stocked up. When I'm running low, I go on Amazon and buy in bulk. You save a lot of money that way. It's a good vendor. Now, this is important, guys. When you're making wigs, you don't want to be using trash vendors. But make sure that you're finding a vendor. The best way to find your vendor, I would not pay for a vendor list unless you kind of just want to support somebody's business or their brand. But the best way to find a vendor is on WhatsApp. You know, once you got a WhatsApp, like, they text me off of my business page. They email me off of my business page. So the vendors kind of come to me. They follow me on my business page. Those are vendors. Those are actual vendors. You will notice that they have a WhatsApp in their bio. You want to make sure that you have a WhatsApp, because that's the way that you are going to communicate with these vendors when it comes to buying hair, okay? I've never had an experience really where a vendor has scammed me out of my money. I've never really had an experience where I got like terrible hair. So a lot of the vendors in China right now are pretty much on the same level. They're professional. They're just trying to sell you some hair. It's, you know, they know what they're doing, and they're not out to get you. So I wouldn't let the fear of trying different vendors out stop me from. Definitely try your vendors out on yourself first before you are selling this hair to people. You want to make sure that you can bleach it, that it holds a curl and it doesn't shed, it doesn't tangle, things like that. You're gonna need a logo. You're gonna need a logo. You want to pick something that represents you. You want to make sure that you are attracting the kind of clientele that you want with your brand and your imaging. The thing that you're going to need is an online presence, okay? So you are going to need a website. I'm currently using Shopify. I'm not an expert at websites. I am learning. I am looking to outsource. There are a lot of people who make websites and build websites. You can pay for that, or you can go in and try to do it yourself. Me personally, I've done it myself. As far as a website, you can either do it yourself. It might look beginner, or you can outsource and have it look more professional look. And the website is just going to be able for you to post your wig so people can get prices. You might have a lot of people saying, oh, how much is this wig? How much is that wig? They can easily be referred to the website and see how much everything is. If you want to make any price changes, it's really easy to do it through the website. The next thing you're going to need as far as online presence is a booking website. So if you are looking to construct wigs for people, offer a bring your own bundle service or something like that, you are going to need a booking. It's just more professional. It's less hassle than taking DMs. Even if you get DMs and text messages of people asking questions, you want to be able to refer them to a booking website where you have all of your prices. Websites, so you can go and look at wigs, and you can also look at if you have your own hair or if you want to create a custom wig, things like that. So those are two very important things. Right now, I'm paying about $60 a month for my online presence. My Shopify is $30 a month, and my booking website is $30 a month. So you gotta make sure you have that money in that account every month so your website doesn't go down. Make sure that you have an Instagram and Facebook presence. Me, I'm not that good with Facebook, but I am gonna learn how to get better with Facebook. But Instagram is where it's at. I get a lot of clients on Instagram, and you'll be surprised. But the point is, just make sure that you have that social media presence, okay? It doesn't have to start off with photo shoots and all of this expensive content. You can start off just taking pictures of your wigs, making them look as presentable as possible. That's where you can start, just staging your wigs and making sure they look as appealing as possible. The next thing you're gonna need is branding. Now that you have like your foundational online branding presence built, you're gonna need physical branding. This is an example of physical branding. It's a bag that I use with my name on it, Dharma Ray Collection. Hair scarves. You can get customized wig tags made, which will have the size, the length, and the prices of the wigs. You can go as far as to getting a label to where you can stitch it into your wig with your sewing machine. Those are extra steps that you can take in your business to stand out a little bit more. It's kind of the basics. At this point, you want to provide wig storage, so why not have a box or a bag with your name on it? You want to provide a little baggie where they can care for their wigs. Put a scarf in there with your name, with your brand name on it. Put an edge brush in there with your brand name on it. It's a cute, nice touch, a nice little mirror, you know, things of that nature. So that is the next thing you want to do, is start branding your business. I think that that's very important, because once you have customers coming in, you want to make sure that you are not giving them wigs. Like when you first start off and you don't think about certain things, you're giving them wigs in a bag or something like that. No, just make sure that you have your branding in place. Like I said, this is a more on the expensive side. My wig bags, I think I got 25 of them for like $165 or like $185. So it is very expensive. So this is like, you know, a little bit later on in the game. Once you have your website, once you have your Instagram, you got everything popping a little bit. You want to take things to the next level, you start branding. Okay, now the last thing you need to focus on is marketing. Focus on the marketing last, because once you get marketing in place, that's when you're going to start getting an influx of clients. This is where Instagram ads, Facebook ads come in, Google ads add a ton. Like brand ambassadors, YouTube ambassadors, Instagram influencers. This is where you start getting creative. This is where you start doing the photo shoots. This is where you start reaching out to people to where get your brand in front of more people, collaborating. You know, you want to make sure that you kind of focus on doing that after the foundations of your business is built. But once you have that foundation built, you can start marketing. The last thing I would say that's really important is integrity. You need integrity in your business. You need to be an honest business owner. If you're getting into wig making to make fast money, it's not it. It's not it. You know, if you're not, your heart's not in it, it's not for you. If you're not able to follow through, you have clients coming in, you're like, oh, I can't make it, can we reschedule? No, you need to be on time, you need to show up, and you need to be punctual for your business. You need to have integrity when you're dealing with people's money. People are trusting you hundreds of dollars, and they're trusting you to make them look beautiful, and you need to be able to take on that responsibility, the full responsibility, and when something happens, you need to be able to fix it, okay? That's a very important part about running a business. Communication. A lot of times I see a lot of business people that are getting into these it's really hairstylists for sure, and they are so rude, they're so short with people. No DMs, no this, no that. You have to understand that when you have a potential client, you're running them away when you're telling them don't DM me. That's the first thing they see. Oh, no this, no that, come here like this and that. Don't ever get in the habit of using words like my pleasure. Get in the habit of breaking your back for your clients, because they are what's gonna feed you, feed your business, feed your family, okay? Your clients are everything, period. So you need to have great customer service, great communication. And I think that that's a thing that a lot of business owners, especially in the beauty industry, especially in the hair business, they lack that just communication and customer service. That's a very important part, because even if somebody is asking you about a wig, you never know if they about to tell somebody else. You never know if they coming back next week. You don't know. So if you just, they're not gonna want to use you. You know, people are watching you. So you have to make sure that you are using good customer service, okay? And another thing I want to say is you have to model your own brand. You have to be an example of your own brand. If you're walking around here with a bad wig, nobody's gonna want you to do their hair. You know, like, that's common sense. So you want to make sure that you're presenting yourself in a way to where your hair looks good. You turn heads like, oh, who did your hair? Who did your hair? Because you are marketing yourself, period. So that's pretty much the only thing I have. You need to make sure that you are showing up for your business, looking presentable for your business. Pretty much all I have to say for the business portion. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Do not hesitate to ask any questions that you might have about your wig business, about your wig brand. I am here to answer those questions. I will be coming out with a lot more videos, y'all. I left y'all hanging Y'all really seem to want that knowledge right now, and I have that knowledge to give y'all. So any questions you have, just let me know. Anything that you want me to clarify from this video, let me know in the comments below. I will be putting just a hard copy list down below so that you guys can just copy it and paste it to your phones or just something like that, so that it'll be really easy for you to know what you need. Okay, so like, comment, subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate this. This is giving me an opportunity to branch out and just be a better me and show up for an audience who wants to hear what I have to say. So I will not let you guys down. I'm gonna come with the content, and yeah.